So when factoring this one, we want to be mindful of the different factoring scenarios that could come up. So if we go to page 33, which is side 1 of our math reference document, notice this first image gives us all 6 potential scenarios for factoring. And the one that we're looking at is scenario 3, binomial with x's, also referred to as the greatest common factor scenario. So we know we're going to have to take out the greatest common factor, which numerically is 2. So I'll definitely pull that part out. And we could start eliminating answer options right away. So just based on the fact that I pulled out a 2, I could eliminate C and B because neither of those have a 2 out front the way that A and D do. And then what else can I pull out? Well, between the x's, you have x to the 5th and x to the 1st. Keep in mind, somewhat counterintuitively, the greatest common factor is always the smaller of the exponents. So it's going to be x to the 1st. And then let's look at the options there. Well, it's definitely going to be option A because that's the only remaining one that has 2x to the 1st. So we could choose it and move on. But in case you want to see how this actually plays out, when I take out the 2, more specifically, I should say 2x to the 1st, I subtract the exponent and get x to the 4th minus 2 goes into 8 4 times and the x to the 1st both cancel. So now I'm left with x to the 4th minus 4. Now what often happens is when you do scenario 3, which like we said is the greatest common factor scenario, it often lends itself nicely to difference of squares, which is scenario 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, what's the square root of x to the 4th? And when you take the square root of a variable, you just cut the exponent in half. So it becomes to the 2nd power. What's the square root of 4? It's 2. You make one of them a plus, one of them a minus. And the order of those plus and minus didn't make a difference, but in our case, it matched perfectly with A.